How's the little guy doing? Eh? Little guy and mama. No holding pen. But they're free to come and go as they please. Looks like he's licking some grass. Or he's licking clay. He's licking that lump of clay. That's what he's doing. Mama's, she's a good mama for a first time mama. Free wood. Like, come and get it. It's all poplar. It's all, drive right to it. This is one pile out of many. If nobody comes and get it, I'll set fire to it next spring and burn it all. But there's several piles. Boom here to get it. I'm a better operator than this, but I'm trying to do it with one hand just to get you guys some video here what I've been doing. That's not working so hot. Now let me just put you on pause here while I... October the 15th, 2025. Hey Grace. You doing a good job? There's the newborn calf there. He's doing good. And Mama's... Where's Mama? Oh, there's Mr. Bull. You're not limping no more. The 3 darts of penicillin fixed it. Hey, little guy. Where did Mama go? She was here a minute ago. Where did she go? Where did Mama go? I thought she was here a minute ago. No, she's not. Oh, there she is over there in the holding pen with the new heifer I bought from Kate, which has had no calf. No calf. The bull's been at her a couple of times, but that's about it. Have to see what kind of mama she'll be if she ever calves. But she doesn't even look like she's pregnant. Never has. Anyway, this is a white-faced very first calf, and she's she'll be 3 years old this month, actually, around the 22nd, I think. I'd have to look on my records, but it's October 20 something. I can't remember exactly. I'm sure 22nd, but I have to look it up. And she's always been with the bull, so, and just like my pet cow there, one right there, she was 3 years old before she calved. Actually over 3 years old. Yeah, because she calved in December last year, and she would have been 4 years old on Valentine's Day in February. You trying to get to your mama? Eh? Huh. No shock to him at all whatsoever going through the wire. But I know it's hot because I got zapped yesterday. Oh, there he is. He's going to nurse off of Mama. I knew he was heading to Mama. There he is, nursing on Mama. Yeah, you can see his butt there nursing on Mama. The red cow's in his way. Red cow with green tags in her way. But you can see his butt there, and his mama's right there, so he's nursing. I knew when he was heading that way that he was heading to her. There, now we can get a better shot of the calf nursing off Mama. My back and legs are so sore today. I don't even know if I can get up in that machine. I fell off it yesterday. Where's this? There's the calf. Maybe I can zoom out a bit here now. I can get Mama in there more. Yeah. Oh. A red cow with the green tag. She should be calving any time. Because she calved. Her last calf was born a year ago this past May. And she is pregnant. She's like a balloon. And this black cow here, she's pregnant. And she's fairly big, but she's not as big balloon as she normally is when she's ready to calf. But she might not calf till January or February. And her, she's pregnant, but I'll have to watch her and see if she's going to be a good mom this time. The last time her first calf, she didn't want nothing to do with it. And same with this red cow here, when she calved a few weeks ago, she wants nothing to do with her calf. So it's all up to me. Brush pile to burn here, a couple of brush piles along the roadside to burn. I've got the fence line cleared all the way to the end of the property now, but I have to go back and pull a few poplar stumps yet and pick up a few trees that I mowed down and just pushed off to the side because I was too close to the power line. So I just laid the trees ahead of me as I walked forward. And then when I got swung around and came back, I pushed them up into piles so I could grab them by driving in forward, grabbing the pile and backing straight out without having to swing, because that main boom there is high as the high power top power wire, which is 14,500 volts, and the power will jump 8-10 feet to that boom if you get too close. Hey Grace, good girl, you do a good job. Yeah, you do a good job. Mama's still feeding her baby. Okay guys, later. I have to get back on this machine. Hi little guy, how you doing today, eh? You look big and strong this Tuesday morning. Cow's got a new bale of hay because there's no grass left out here for them, and I'm not ready to move them into the front yard of the house yet because we haven't finished the temporary fencing. There's the little guy. Yeah, there's the little guy, and there's Mama right there, the white-faced one there eating hay. There's the little guy. I just fell out of this damn machine trying to get out. I was hanging onto the handlebars and I stepped down onto the slippery, greasy clay step and friggin' wiped out on my backside right down there. You can see where I wiped out. Okay, that's it now. Gotta get back to work. I missed. I don't want the bucket hanging over him too far. Looked like I was over far enough, but I guess I wasn't. I missed. I don't want the bucket hanging over him too far. Looked like I was over far enough, but I guess I wasn't. manure into my 5-ton with this 30-ton excavator. Put a backup camera, everything, Hyundai. Got the driver in the truck. I have to keep switching hands. Too deep. Too deep, too deep. Almost too deep, but we did okay. I think he went ahead. I gotta pull ahead a little bit here. Dump it carefully in there because this bucket's 4 feet wide, and it comes out of there too fast, and look out, he's freaking. That's all I can do. You putting the wire back up there? You putting the wire back up there?
No. It's fuck, I don't even know how we're gonna get it back on there now.
Why?
It's kind of spider.
Well, there's only a couple of strands that got spidered. The rest of it's tied together. Just we have to watch you don't kink it, because we have to be able to pull out the whole length of the wire, the whole length of this fence line. Where you going, big guy? Hey, where you going? And when are you going to have your baby? You were supposed to be having a baby this summer, but no sign of it. And Mr. Bull's been on you a few times. We got the calf locked in the holding pen. What are you doing out here? You jumped over the water tank and went out the loading chute, eh? Yeah, well you have to go back out the way you went out. What? You're not supposed to be going out this way. No. You're not supposed to be going out this way. Go back in there. Yeah. Yeah. Number 57. The worker boys called him White Socks because he's got 2 back feet with white socks. The other back one's got white sock too, but no white socks on the front. They named him White Socks today. The boys didn't put that 2x4 high enough for you, so you couldn't get up the loading chute. Yeah, come on, let's go. Go back to your baby. Come on, go back to your baby. Good girl. Go back to your baby. Good girl. Good job. Good job. Good job. And you got water there. They were supposed to put these across here so that she couldn't go through. And they put a 2x4 there. Well, she can step right over top of that. Hard to get good help these days. Well, at least Mama won't go through. That bottom wire was ground wire and the top wire is hot. But he wants to go out and say hi to everybody else. Hey, Mama. It's okay because that bottom wire was just a grounding wire. The top wire should be hot here. I'm not even paying attention to what the hell I was doing. Where are you? There you are. Wasn't paying attention to where the phone was. But he's healthy, wealthy, and wise. Is that right? Eh? Is that right? What are you doing over there, Grace? I see you laying down. Hey, big guy. Hey, big guy. You're gonna run fast, eh? You gonna run fast? At least I know he's been nursing because his sides are right out. They're not sucked in by his hips there, so I know he's been eating. I haven't seen him nurse, but you can tell by his sides, by his hips, that they're filled right out. So, and Mom's 2 front teats are all shinied up, and the 2 back ones are wrinkly and dry. So he's been on the 2 front ones. Hey, big guy, come on. Hey, big guy. Yeah, come on, big guy. Yeah. No, not that way. This way. This way. Go see Mama. Go see Mama. Yeah, go see Mama. Come on, go see Mama. Oh, go see Mama. There you go. There you go. Go see Mama. Yeah. Good job. Go see Mama. Mama's talking to her baby. I don't feel comfortable until I see the nurse, but with his sides filled out the way they are, he's definitely eating. And he had a black poop, so. Even when we found him today, his sides were filled out pretty good. And then I banded him and put his RFID tag in and his farm number tag 57 in his ears, and gave him his pneumonia vaccine and his first response bolus, bovine bolus. Actually, it's called first response COVID bovine bolus. That has to be given to the newborn calves within 12 hours of being born. And she hadn't calved this morning when I was down here checking on her. She was eating at the hay and at the hay feeder with the rest of them, and everything seemed normal. Yeah, I'm gonna, now the excavator's here, I'm gonna rip all these trees out all the way down to the neighbors and put fence posts in and page wire electric fence. After we cut the fence line in the back there to block off the cows from getting into the hydro easement while the machines are working, and for a couple of years until the new grass grows in after it's been all bulldozed up and dug up, and then later on next summer put the new fence all the way to the back. You look after your baby, okay? You look after your baby. I see the front teeth are all shiny, so I know he's been eating. And the boys should have brought you 15 gallons of water. Okay, they did. So you're good till morning. And I got to rip all this out because now this is where my driveway into my new shop pad that's got to go over there has got to go, because all my pad in the back where the shop pad was built, and all the hydro going to it, and the septic going to it, and the water lines going to it, has to be all dug out, and that's why I got a big machine. Oh, and then we have to put a building up there on the hill there for a new 400 amp service to service the shop, because that 400 amp service up there is no good for me anymore except for the house, which will come next year. Okay. You're going in the truck, Shania? Okay, adios. Exporting materials down the bush line. It's too wet to drive down. I swear there's a spring right there in that mud hole, because it's always wet. Even when there's been no rain for months 3 years ago, it was wet. And even this machine just packs up with black mud or clay, and it just tracks just spin. I have to pull my way coming back up the hill here. Going down's alright, I slide, but coming back up I have to pull myself a little bit. 35 tons doesn't walk so good on this wet stuff. You should see where I cross the all-weather runoff creek there. I sunk almost to the top of the tracks, but I could tell I was on solid bottom. Rock hard clay underneath, just the black moon shit on top. Got some pipes in for this temporary fence to keep my cows and calves off the new hydro right away easement while they'll be logging and digging the stumps and everything out. I have to put this temporary fence in through here so they won't have about 6.5 to 7 acres of field that they won't be able to graze anymore, and then they won't have all that bush for their winter shelter and calving. So I have to build a big 3-sided shelter back here, but up on the other end up there. As soon as my rental bulldozer shows up, so I can slope the ground down there so it drains better. High 9-gauge high tensile wire. So we gotta make a change of direction H-brace on a 32-degree angle. Oops. They put the 2-inch round pipes by the teeth, so they just kicked out like ball bearings.